It's time. It's time. The back three was cool. The back three popped off. The back three gave us the UCL where we beat the living crap out of that Lep Lordiola merchant. But I think it's time. The back four is the way to go ahead because this is the Chelsea that I know. Correct me if I'm wrong. The great Tottenham Hotspur, I believe these guys only had one shot on target, which came through a free kick. Let's talk about it. You see, look, now I'm confused. And this is what we're going to try now because someone told me that Tottenham under Conte are a threat. That Tottenham under Conte, these guys are going to be a problem. These guys are going to be an issue. These guys are going to say what's up. That's what I was told. That's these guys under Conte, these guys are new. He's making them playing well. You're going to have to watch out for them. So we have to try and deduct and deconstruct what just happened and what we just saw. Are Tottenham not as good as we think they are, or did Chelsea make them look bad? Was it just a bad day at the office, or did Chelsea say what's up? Because I'm not a stats guy. I told you I'm not a stats guy. You see, you guys are stats guy. I'm the eye test merchants. You're the stats merchants. I'm the eye test merchants, and we try and meet in the middle. But for this, it's interesting because Tottenham didn't have a single shot in the first half. Not a shot on target and a shot off target. After 90 minutes, they had one shot, and that was on target, and that was a save by Kepa, and it came via a free kick. This was a tactical beatdown of Tottenham. And my thing is, we've been speaking about this thing for a while. Shout out to your boy Eddie, who's coming through. We've been speaking about this whole thing for a while, which is it time? Is it time to now move to a back three? Sorry, is it time to move back to a back four? Is it now time to move away from the back three and move to a back four? Is it time to now play with a bit more flexibility, a bit more panache, a bit more fluidity to really make the best use of this attacking team? Because especially in that second half, you saw some patterns of play. You saw some link up. Even Timo Werner, even that flipping brainless break was even saying what's up. We saw some pretty interesting, sexy combinations. And we now saw, because what we saw in particular moments in that game, especially in the second half, I was like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. No, these guys can't play. These guys can't play. Because, and this is what I was saying to Ford. I mean, I'm not sure whether Ford will be run up. I'll drop in the link. But I was saying that because Ford said that he wouldn't advise changing the formation because it would be too much to change the formation midway through the season. And I said, nah, Ford, it can happen. It can happen because I think that even if you change the formation now, a whole world can open up for you. A whole world can open up for you. But my thing though is, which is why when we bring the other guys, we have to try and deduct it because Tottenham were horrible. Like Tottenham were well and truly horrible. So I need to understand where it went wrong for Tottenham. Or is it that it went wrong for Tottenham? Or is it the case of Chelsea made Tottenham look really bad? Because it's going to be one thing or another. It's going to be one thing or another, whether like Chelsea made Tottenham look bad or Tottenham had a bad day. But I am leaning towards no. Let's give credit where credit is due. Chelsea played very well. Chelsea kept the ball very well. And Chelsea made it almost impossible for Tottenham to do anything. The ball was moved around well. The ball was kept well. I still want a little bit more incision in attack, but Chelsea played at a level where Tottenham were chasing shadows. And that was Tottenham's first team. Like, Tottenham are serious about winning a trophy. See, I told you, Chelsea have this addiction. It's called trophyitis, where Chelsea are obsessed with winning trophies. So this in Chelsea, we did this in our sleep. So for Tottenham, based on the lineup that they put out there, they want to win this. So many things can happen in a second leg, and this is not over. It's still halftime. It's 2-0 and it's still halftime. But unless Tottenham drastically change a lot of things, it's gonna be because they were so beaten down tactically. This was such a one-sided game. This should have been 3 or 4 because Chelsea had 2 really good chances that can be 3 or 4. That it is going to take a monumental effort for Tottenham to come back and say something. It's going to take a monumental effort, man. So, now obviously we're going to have to speak about Lukaku. Look, he missed the game against Liverpool. Only just go back into training. And his game was so-so. Had some horrible moments, some bad break moments, and he had some pretty good moments as well. Like, I mean, he almost popped off that chance that Werner gave to him. So, but I still say that Lukaku has a pass up to play in this team. And I think that if Lukaku fits in well and they fit in well into how they attack, more than just goal scoring, I think Lukaku can combine well with the rest of this team. But I think the big takeaway from this is I think it is time to move to a back four. I understand Alonso is a madman. And yes, fair enough. Alonso did help to contribute to the first goal by giving the ball to Havertz. But 100%, I think if it is a back four, it is imperative that Chelsea get a left back. So they want to go for Luca Digne or Theo Hernandez. It is imperative that they go for a left back. But I just think that it is time to put the back three in the past. It's worked well. It's served its purpose, i.e., if flipping UCL, it's now time to reassess things and say, you know what worked last season worked for last season. Now for this season, with these players where they are right now, because see, my thing is, don't enforce, because that's the issue that United may be having, don't enforce a system onto players. The name of the game is winning. Do whatever you have to do to win. Okay? It's not about how you win, it's whether you win. Okay, all that matters is winning. You don't have to win a particular way. All you need to do is just win. So my thing is, I just think that this back four, it frees up the attack, gives another plan, another dimension in attack, and they can say what's up. So, I mean, Eddie, man, you look at this game here, man. What is your big takeaway? Because I was shocked by Tottenham's performance in this game, and I was shocked by how easy Chelsea made this game for Tottenham. That's the thing that shocks me the most.
I mean, my big takeaway for all Chelsea fans from this is let's not be too reactionary with it. Um, and I say that because today for me it was a classic beating performance by Chelsea. Solid first half. The early goal definitely helped. Um, and then they were able to control the game after. But I hear what you're saying with the back four, but if when I see the way Chelsea played today and the way Tuchel kind of played this, it was kind of a hybrid back four, back
Yeah,
five
that's
in a
what
way.
guys are saying. I think because
It
Ralph
was
sent me a DM, it was like a
yeah,
mix. Yeah,
it was a mix in attack. They're playing the 4-2-2-2, and uh, he did a lot of things to cover the limitations of some players. For
no,
example,
no, but
Azpilicueta.
Eddie, but my thing though
Yeah,
is bring that fluidity in. The issue
yeah,
is it's been so rigid, and the formation has
yeah.
been so rigid. I just think what you want is I believe these players are smart enough to play with a bit more of a fourth, fifth dimension where you're not really stuck or a slave to a rigid system or a formation.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but my thing as well from today is, like I said, let's not be reactionary because Tottenham were bad. They were horrible.
No, no, but see,
Because
that's what I want to ask. Were Tottenham bad or did Chelsea make them look
Tottenham were
bad?
bad. Tottenham were bad.
Okay, okay.
Tottenham were bad. Chelsea went special. That's something we need. Chelsea went, you know, yes, a couple of players had good games. But did they really have really good games, or have they been so bad for so long that we're actually shocked that they put in a performance today? Because I'm looking at the timeline and people are going, "Oh, Saul's the goat" or something like that. I mean, come on, man. That's what I expected out of
Excuse
Saul
they,
coming
they
in.
said Saul. Oh, they said that Saul had like a great game.
Yeah, everyone's saying Saul had a great game. So you,
Man, no, seriously, Eddie, man. There's some fans that, like, I'm going to be blocking and meeting a lot of people on Twitter. There's some people who are just they make me sick, man. They make me sick.
exactly. So a couple of players had decent games today, but let's not act like these players don't have deficiencies, especially defensively. If we want to play back four and want the wing, like I said, the wing backs, the full backs didn't get as high as you normally get in the back four. You would have seen Azpilicueta playing closer to the halfway line and just letting Ziyech pop off on that right side. And having the early goal definitely helped. But the attack was still missing something today. Come on, let's not hide the fact that
No, for sure. No, like Eddie, I even said it during the game of that. Okay, okay. I just throw Hazard in there. Okay, he's finished and everything, but there lacks a guy with with a bit of confidence. You know that guy who can take the ball. Like, you know what? I'm going to take this guy on. I'm going to try and force issue. I'm going to now, because there were so many instances of a quick forward pass, a more risky pass. Because Jorginho would have the ball, but he wants to drive with the ball. Saul
Jorginho needs
will
to
have the
go,
ball,
man.
but he'll play the very safe pass.
Yeah,
So everything is still very safe. There isn't like, okay, let's
that's
like when you look at Man City, they're always looking for that risky forward ball over the top, just to try and really cut open something. There's still that lack of edge from the players in possession.
yeah. We're not getting the ball forward quick enough, and we're not getting the ball into. There were too many times today I would see Lukaku and Ziyech with their hands up, like I'm free. Like put the ball through, and there's nothing going on, and all I'm seeing is Jorginho, Mount, Saul, and Alonso just playing sideways football, and I'm going, yo, get this ball forward, man. I need goals. Like, yeah, we're 2-0 up, but you score 3-4 goals, you can play the kids next week and have a rest for yourself. So yeah, like Jorginho needs to go, man, because if you can't pull balls through for your strikers from there, well, what is your use in this team?
No,
Defensively, you're
no,
not
Eddie,
great.
I keep
Defen-
asking, what is Jorginho's expertise? Do you keep the ball particularly well? Not really. Do you do many incisive passes forward? Not really.
nah,
So, like, the only pass that Jorginho did forward was the one that came forward where Lloris had to punch it away, and that was it.
yeah. Yeah, that's one. And also, look, I hate to bring this up again, but Mason Mount. Is that supposed to be our attacking midfielder? Can someone tell me how many key passes he put forward today?
Look,
Can
Eddie.
someone tell me how many key
Eddie,
passes
look,
he put forward today?
I'm not going to be the bane of Queen Elizabeth's subjects and so forth. All I'm saying is that, of course, he has his uses,
Yeah, no, it does,
but
but
my thing is, Chelsea need, because see, again, Lukaku could have had a better game. He had a few dirty touches, but in Lukaku's defense, Lukaku is used to Barella, Hakimi, and Lautaro Martinez always giving him the ball 2 feet, always finding him. Bro, there are times where, like, bro, Lukaku will be like, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. These guys can't find him. These dudes can't find it. Like he said, look,
they,
give it to me. Give me the ball to feet. I can hold up and bring you into the freaking game. Just give me the ball to feet, and I can open things up. I can hold up this defender. I can bring it into the game. But these guys just can't find him because they just don't have the skill or the ability to be able to create a triangle, few passes, open up a space to now give it to him. So it's like, I don't look,
I
man.
think,
I
yeah,
don't know.
there's just a creative edge missing in this Chelsea team, and they need a. I keep hearing stuff about, okay, it's all well and good getting guys like Chomeni and Declan Rice, but I need a creative midfielder in there, man. I don't know what we're gonna do, but yeah, that's something we need to address.
No. Declan
And
Rice is not a priority. Like, I don't know why that's
Nah,
not a
you should
priority.
never go for that guy, man.
um,
No.
well,
He's not a priority,
you
bro.
also I don't know about Chiesa, but you need another
Don't
attacker in this
I don't
team,
think we
man.
should get Chiesa.
Yeah,
The thing
I'm
is,
not sold on him.
the thing is, yeah, with our attack, we need a balanced attack. So we need one creator, one goal scorer, one who's hardworking but can create as well. That's a balanced attack. Chiesa and Lukaku in the same team up front together with another player doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, but look, let's talk about the man of the match today. But HH Ziyech, that's your boy, man.
Yeah, Ziyech was cooking today,
Look,
man.
Ziyech was on smoke today, man. I don't know what he ate before
He
the
should
game.
have scored that chance. The one that Lukaku laid for him, he should have done better though.
The one Lukaku laid for him.
Remember in the second half where like Lukaku, he had the ball, Lukaku gave it to him.
Yeah,
and then,
but can we talk about Limolena and the
Bro,
disrespect
bro,
wait,
he
wait.
put on that ball?
Bro,
That
can I tell
ball
you
had
something?
sauce on it. He
HH,
had
I've already
barbecue
told you this.
sauce.
I hate
He
this
had to-
guy.
No, bro.
Jesus
Wait.
Christ, man.
Didn't you
HH, I
see
hate this
my
guy.
tweet? I told you. What's it called? Water is wet. Ice is cold. Venom is 1v1.
HH,
Like,
there's people.
No. HH, there is on a plate, and there is me spoon feeding you, and you miss the whole thing, and you literally like.
Eddie, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Eddie, when people wanted Lukaku to be burnt at the stake for the interview, Timo Werner was number one. He was trending on number one. He said that at least this guy's a professional. At least this guy is smart. At least this guy is a nice guy. I told you people that this dude is trash. Like, you see, Eddie, like, I've gone beyond now even being angry now. I'm like, oh, yeah, open goal, 1v1. Yeah, of course he'll miss. Like, I expect it. So,
But
there's nothing to
HH,
say.
why
Like, I
does this guy have so many fans? I don't understand. like someone tweeted out.
Ralph, if it
Someone
was
tweeted
black,
out, yeah.
Ralph, if it
Why
was black,
does
talk to
Chelsea?
me.
Why do Chelsea fans love this guy?
Ralph, if it was black, talk to me, man. Ralph, talk to me. If
It's
Werner
true,
was black,
man.
talk to me. Let's talk. Okay, wait. Let me take some dubs, and then I'll come to you, Ralph, to get your thoughts. Your boy Hamza took Superman. Thank you for the dub. Rory Jennings's Lukaku Vitz scream. Queen Lizzie tat. Oh, look, man.
Oh.
That guy's I don't even know if like Wing Bumbani, aka pass to Lukaku. CFC are blind. Pass the freaking ball to Bezeka. Umbani, I don't think you understand. Well, Umbani, the guy that you kept for Pulisic, did he pass the ball to Homeboy? But I don't think you understand. These players are not as good as we think they are, which is why they're incapable of passing the ball to Lukaku. So keep dreaming, bro. Miguel Rabinez, man. Thank you for the job, Miguel. We need 4-3-3 long term. Do you know what's the call? Before I finish, Sarri should have been a long term manager for Chelsea.
Yeah, he should have stayed up until the season Lampard came.
Because of Thomas fans, Sarri should have come, implemented 4-3-3, and that should have been a philosophy that now carries over several years. So Sarri should have built a foundation, a philosophical foundation of Chelsea that could have now been implemented all the way through. That should have been
Stupid Chelsea fans wanted this guy out, man.
Wait, no coincidence that this is the best. Huh? No one can say that this is the best amount played in a while.
The thing is, I don't think he played the best, but I thought he played like in his natural position where he was actually okay. I thought he was okay.
Hold on. Let me let's get this right.
Bro,
he was playing.
No,
come on. All our Chelsea midfielders, they were playing against Oliver Skip and Højbjerg.
No,
come on, man.
But let's be real. That's actually Spurs' midfield in the Premier League.
Bro,
but
Oliver Skip
my thing is that
and Højbjerg.
I don't. Okay, you see, for me, this is Chelsea, and I've got high standards.
Exactly.
No,
unless your standards are low, you can't look at that man's performance and say that was a quality performance. He was serviceable, but he didn't do anything special. So my thing is,
I thought he was decent. I don't think he actually put a foot like wrong. I don't think he was bad.
He was okay. He was alright, but he was nothing special. But it's the main thing, which is what Eddie was going to. Chelsea need someone with some sauce in attack.
Yeah.
Someone with a bit of craftiness and creativity in attack. Because you can't rely on Havertz, you can't rely on Pulisic, you can't rely on Mount. These guys will give you one really good game and another game. You need a guy who consistently can be like, aha, I can be that guy. I can be that guy. I can be that guy.
But who do you recommend apart from Hazard? Because I'm hearing that Hazard's not having a good game right now. Rafinha?
I wouldn't get Rafinha for Chelsea.
You would?
Someone I'll get. I mean, he's got contract problems at the moment. Coleman for Chelsea.
Coman is an interesting one. That's an interesting
What
one.
Dembele?
Can he
Right.
keep him fit?
Can he stay fit? Yeah.
Dembele is the player I'd get. If you can guarantee me his fitness, 100% I'll get Dembele. But my thing,
Yeah, looking at
but you
Chelsea's
know the issue with
attack, man.
Dembele, he's been injured for so long. He'll need at least a month or
See,
2 months. He needs to hit the ground running right now.
I don't want another young player in attack, man. This is the reason why we struggle in attack.
Oh no, bro, I'm with you. Someone who is established, 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
JJ Bridgman, thank you for the job. HH, big up Lukaku, did his job. He made Tuchel change formation after all the noise. He won.
That's not why.
All is
No, that's
forgiven
not
now.
why, man.
That's not why.
Just
he changed
because-
It's just for
formation.
this game.
You'll just say
Look,
stuff.
man, all water under the bridge, man. Let my guy Lukaku live, man. Let him live, man. Let him live, man. JJ, man. Let my boy live, man. Let my boy Rob.
They were cooking him though today, man.
Forget those guys. Ice Freezy says Lukaku performed well today. Thumbs up. # break. Ice Freezy, don't you support Man United? When did your club win a major trophy? Thank you. Gigi Bridge says Mount's girlfriend is black, guys.
And what does that have to do with us?
She's actually mixed race, but there you go. Wing Bunny says Chelsea need 3 creative footballers. Team is dry. Tottenham equals trash. Guy, I mean, look, Bunny, I kind of like there's a lack of creativity, there's a lack of confidence, there's a lack of source, there's a lack of technique, there's a lack of la. And my thing is, you can say all you want about Lukaku. How much service has Lukaku had? Because Lukaku, the goals he's scored, he's had to be fully clinical. When you compare the amount of times Lukaku received the ball, because think about this, compare Inter's supporting cast around Lukaku, Belgium supporting cast around Lukaku, and Chelsea supporting cast around Lukaku. It's a sizable difference, bro. Your boy Alex B, man, thank you for the Alex B, Football Hot member. Hazard assist versus Alciano. Guy found it. Man, Alex, can't you just support and be happy for your boy? After this, I will go onto Twitter and I will retweet the goal. I will retweet the assist. Can't you be happy for Hazard finally showing people that he's coming home? And Alex, fine. You don't want him? We'll take him. Please, we'll take him. Ralph, talk to me about the game, man. Your thoughts on the game.
First of all, hello to the chat. I thought we played well, but
no, but is it
to warn
how well
everyone,
Chelsea played or Tottenham were trash?
I just need to-
Anything that Tottenham were trash.
I think Tottenham were trash, man. I think, bro, Harry Kane, the son. Who's the other guy that was up front? Lucas.
Lucas.
All trash today, man. Malang Sarr, big up Malang Sarr, man. He pocketed Harry Kane. Rudiger. He's got that dot, bro. He's. I want him to sign that contract.
And he's leaving, bro. He's leaving.
He'll stay.
I don't
He'll
think
stay.
he's
He'll stay.
Whoa, Eddie.
He'll stay.
Eddie. Oh, okay.
He's staying.
How? Because he. Okay. How does he stay? Will Chelsea give him the money, or will he?
I don't think Chelsea will give him the money, but I think they'll give him close to it.
There'll be a common ground reached. Yeah, there'll be a common ground reached. He's not gonna get 200k, but he might get probably at 160, 170. It'll be close. Like Marina is not gonna cave. Everyone knows that, but she might just go. You know what? Okay, how about you take this?
I think Christensen.
I mean, Eddie, I want to believe you, but
look. Out of the 3 defenders, 2 of them will stay. 1 of them will go on. I think Christensen.
Nah, bro. I want Azpi to go, man. I think he's washed.
I think Tuchel wants Azpi to stay.
Talk about Azpi, bro.
Because of experience.
Wait, Ralph. Finish off your assessment of the game, and then we can talk about specifics. But finish off your assessment of the game.
Yeah. So, Rudiger, I think he should sign the contract. So I thought he actually played well today. I'll give him props. He was looking over his shoulder. He was passing the ball well. He wasn't. I think in the first half he had 100% pass accuracy, which was good. Jorginho was okay. Mount decent. Lukaku. I feel like the thing with Lukaku, I think it was to do with the whole thing that happened this past week. That's why I don't think he played well. It's unfortunate because he got booed as well. I don't know if you heard it. Did you hear it? Oh.
I didn't,
Oh,
I
no,
didn't
no,
hear
no,
it.
no, 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 because I was doing some editing as well. Because like, I actually wanted to hear it because I was doing some editing.
No, he got cheers, but he got booze because I saw someone.
Okay, so it
someone
was
I know was in the stadium and he got booze.
Yeah.
Oh
cheers,
man, those clouds.
bro.
Look,
But
Ralph,
the thing
he
is,
apologized. What more did you want from
the
the guy?
thing is, though, the Chelsea fans are not patient with him, man. Like what I'm seeing, bro. They're calling him Lukaku, bro. I like honestly when I kept seeing his face, man, I just felt sorry for him, bro. Ziyech, he was the man of the match. I just wish he finished off his chances. Werner is shit. Well, he's sorry, I don't want to say that, but he is terrible. The worst player I've ever seen in my life.
But
He should
Ralph,
never play for this club again.
Okay, but Ralph, help me out here. Help us out here. We know this guy's garbage. Why does he have so much support within the Chelsea fan base? Like,
Because
why?
he's
Ralph, just
It's
because
so-
because he's
Bro. bro, they act like he's disabled. I'm not even like, bro.
No,
but
because Ralph, you see, it's fascinating for me because I think I'm almost
no, but
because one thing is because I'm still on with Eddie with this. I told you, my support of Chelsea came through because of Zola, because Zola is one of my favorite players of all time. So I'm here for good quality football. I wasn't born in West London. Okay, I wasn't born in Chelsea or so forth. So there isn't like I don't have a duty. I must always know. I want Chelsea to win, and I want quality players to be around, and I want quality football to be around. So I don't understand this concept of because he's a Chelsea player, he must. But no, if he's trash, he's trash. So
it's
why do you
weird
need to
because
support
I
him?
don't like. Obviously, you know, obviously some of it I think is because he's yeah, but some of it is delusional, bro. They actually think he's good. Some of them actually think he's good. It doesn't make sense to me. The fans as well in the stadium.
Because what they'll do is they'll bring in goal contributions. And my thing is, do you know how these goal contributions have come about? Because it's one thing looking at a stat sheet with, oh, look all the goal contributions, and look at how the goal contributions came about. Oh, you were fouled for a penalty. Or you somehow indirectly bumbled over and the ball down bounced to a guy who then scored a goal. So it isn't like when you look at the goal contributions that Messi would have for Barca, and you watch it like, yeah, man, Messi is really engineering these chances. He's not like a bumbling oaf, somehow falling over himself to create these opportunities. So, I mean, bro, it's amazing, my guy.
When he came on, yeah, I was hoping. I don't know if you saw what happened to Havertz's finger, man. His finger's messed up. Like I think he broke his finger.
Oh, who Havertz?
Yeah, he broke his finger when he scored his first goal.
Yeah.
I actually thought he played decent, but I'm still not convinced. Because of the defense, the opposition defense. I thought, yeah, I don't know. Conte is not a good manager, man. I don't think he's got one formation and one formation only, and he sticks to it.
No, see, Ralph, this is why we can't do this, which is why I was trying to say to Ed is that these guys were playing really well before this game. How is it that they just came and they just played badly? So how can we just attribute it to, oh, they're just bad? Maybe we need to give Chelsea a bit more credit. So no, Chelsea did something to make them play so badly. So shouldn't we be giving much more credit to Chelsea because these guys are coming in very good form?
more credit to Tuchel.
The thing with Conte's teams is they're front runners, right? So they're predicated, and Chelsea play similarly as well, where you score the first goal, you control the game, and that's what Conte tries to do: sit back, hit teams on the counter, and score. But you can give Chelsea credit for keeping the ball today. That's one thing they did really well in the first half. I think it was 81% possession, but the schoolboy errors at the back for Tottenham, man. Like, come on, playing out from the back, and Alonso is quicker than all your defenders to the ball. So a 50-50 ball. That's not on. That was the first goal, and the second goal was just comedic. I mean, Tanganga and Davis. Chelsea didn't. Chelsea didn't, score anything after that. It was more Tottenham scoring on goals today. So
no. It's weird though, because my thing is Chelsea played well, but how well did they play? They played well in terms of how they controlled the
Yeah.
game and how they didn't allow Tottenham in the game. But my thing is, how many really good opportunities were made? How many times did they?
None.
It's like, for instance, the way Chelsea played against Juventus in the game at Stamford Bridge, that's playing very well because they made
Yeah.
Juve walk and they were really opening them up. Did Chelsea really open up Tottenham? And I think maybe some of it is to do with Lukaku coming back into the side. And you could just see that there's still that little bit of disconnect with Lukaku and the rest of the team, and the players as well. So there's that issue. So let me bring another one. Timo fans are racist
Yeah.
for sure.
I
The man is a
agree, bro.
bricklayer.
I agree, man. Bro, these guys are blind, man. Like you can't
That
dribble.
street funk Larry lives off Queen Lizzie tax. You see, my thing, no, bro. I mean, look, you see, should we be more critical as to how trash Harry Kane and Son were, or do we just put it onto Conte? Because my thing is that, like, these guys were like I think I believe Tottenham only had one shot in the whole game, which was the free kick by Harry Kane. So my thing is, is it more of a case of, bro, you should be doing a lot better, or because I hate the notion of it's always the manager's fault. It's always the manager's fault. It's like what's happening with United right now. Oh, it's no. The manager can take some blame,
Yeah,
but
HH about the United play situation is more the players, man. What I've heard recently, some of those players are surreal losers, man. Ever since what's his name, Ronaldo came to that club, bro. These guys, man, they can't stand up to him.
Oh, no. But look, I mean, like I said, look, for United, that's the whole other ball of wax, man. But look, I mean, look, I mean, looking forward, man. I mean, do you think he's going to now revert back to a back three, or do you think that he's going to carry on with this hybrid and just try to be a little bit more flexible? But also, key thing as well is, like, how does this team get the best out of Lukaku? Do you need to now go into the market and do something? Do you maybe play Loftus-Cheek a bit higher up? Because my thing is, okay, let's say if you do a 4-3-3, and let's say you have Kante, Kovacic in the 2, and you have Loftus-Cheek as the attacking midfielder. So Loftus-Cheek can now drive forward with the ball, and he can now try and now maybe be a bit more creative and actually play more creative passes to Lukaku. I mean, like, what needs to happen for this attack to pop off, man?
For me,
I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Yeah, I don't think anything will happen. Today's team was just a consequence of who he had available to him. I expect us to bring in a left wing back within the next week. And that will allow Tuchel play the back five like he plays, or the back three, whatever you want to call it. Azpi will play on the right side for now. As much as we don't love it, we just have to deal with it till James comes back, and you'll see the occasional Pulisic there or Hudson-Odoi. So today, I won't say it was a one-off. It's something we'll probably see again, and it's something you'll probably see in game. But Chelsea will still play, back threes.
Unless we get a defensive midfielder.
Yeah, because you've got to, again, I come back to the limitations of these players. If you're playing a Jorginho in DM, which Tuchel likes to do, and you've got a Thiago Silva at the back, all I'm doing is pace. Just get your quickest play on there, hit Chelsea on the counter, and they're done. You've got Azpilicueta and Thiago Silva on the same side with Jorginho as your DM.
Oh, no,
Teams are going to aid, man.
We have to wait. Let me just think, because we have to have a serious convo about Azpilicueta. Wait, Abracadabra says, I think Sa and Kante are twins. Saul, all right. They don't look.
What do you mean by that?
I think just their
Don't
stature
look
and
anything
stuff.
like, bro. Rodrigo Roda says he can't go back 3. All centre backs are injured.
Thiago
C6.
Silva. He's
Oh,
talking about.
Thiago
sorry,
Silva.
Thiago Silva has COVID.
Yeah,
But
he'll be
here's my
back in
thing:
one in
this
a
could be
week,
a
man.
blessing in disguise, because even with all the defenders back, I think roll with a back 4. Now, obviously, it means that the defender has to miss out, but roll with a back 4 and try. And I just think that let's just try and see whether, because remember, 4-2-2-2 was what he was using at PSG. Either when you use that or try up the 4-3-3. But see, guys, Azpilicueta, guys, I think it's like
He's
it's
finished,
okay.
bro. I swear, if they extend
It's
his
awesome.
contract, man, I'm done with this club, man.
Because see, my thing is that for what Chelsea want to do, like he was good for the Mourinho era, the Conte era, he was there. But I think for Tuchel, what he wants to do specifically with how he wants the right and left backs to really be able to, because Azpilicueta is useless beyond the halfway line. After beyond the halfway line, the guy is just useless. So because you can't have a guy who it takes 3,000 years for him just to do a simple turn. Like you can't have a guy where he has one move and that's it. He has zero skill, zero dribbling ability, and he is extremely limited with the ball at his feet.
We have
He's
too
a
many
very
stiff
solid
players,
defender.
man.
Was it?
We have too many stiff players.
Yeah, no. The guy is a scarecrow. The guy is a scarecrow. The guy is it's like, which is why Reece James is so important. But my issue is that okay, with guys injured, you need as many troops as possible. Which is why in this window, you've got to get the defenders, man. You have to just get in as many defenders as possible. But for me, I never rated Azpilicueta because my thing with Azpilicueta is the position that you're playing. More is required than just being a good 1v1 defender.
Yeah, in the modern day, like
Thank you. In the
fullbacks.
modern day, see if this is in 95 or 94, fine. But in the modern day, if you're a right back or left back, you have to have some attacking ability about you. You have to have that. And for this guy, when he gets the ball, first of all, it takes about 5 seconds when he receives the ball, and you can telegraph exactly what he's going to do. And you can easily see that this guy, he is extremely uncomfortable in that final third. But I mean, do you think that they extend his contract or?
What I've heard is that he's in the dressing room. He's like he's one of the leaders. So like they think he's important for like the young players and stuff. But we've got Thiago Silva, man, and we've got Rudiger already. So for me, we should just give him a farewell and just call it quits with him, man.
No, I mean,
wait, Eddie, where do you stand on this whole Aspi thing, man?
I agree with you that his time at the top is done. Now if he stays, we all know he's staying as a backup. He's not staying to come play 40 odd games for Chelsea next season because Reece James is going to be there. Which is why it's a bit tricky for me because out of respect, Chelsea will offer him a contract because of what he's done for the club and all that. And yeah, he's got his limitations, but he if you look at the coaches he's played under at Chelsea, he's done his job, he's done the role that was asked of him. So I can't blame him too much because you look at him coming in at 22, 23. He was still young, he was still learning, the stuff. I think he came from Marseille as well at the time. And you're playing under coaches like Mourinho, you're playing under coaches like Conte. There's no way he's gonna develop those attacking skills and instincts that he could have, that he would have developed under someone like Guardiola or Klopp. So I can't blame him too much for the player he's turned out to be. He's been a great servant for Chelsea, and out of respect, they'll give him the customary 1-year deals that players get. But hey, Barcelona, man, do us a favor. Take him off our hands.
I don't see Barca going for him, man. I don't see Barca going. I mean, I'd love him to. I didn't see Barca going him, man.
Hey, they signed Dani
bro,
Alves, so.
Thank you for.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
God.
I think he might have injured him because soon afterwards, I think he injured him, bro. It's been a long time since I've seen a player completely legally adopt, as in adoption papers, legal papers, all. He basically, it's like if Azpilicueta was a wild animal and Brangil domesticated him. Like he basically tamed him. Bro, this guy left, right, and Azpilicueta was like, where the hell am I? Because I think it was so bad. I think that he might have injured him. No, that was bad.
Nah,
That was
that is something Chelsea is missing. A player that can just take a man on.
that's
Like,
the,
bruv,
you see.
all this passing, run thing is
Okay,
all
okay,
well and
wait,
good,
Eddie.
but
I may
man,
not have asked you
takes
this though, because let me see, because I'm not sure whether I've asked you this though. I'm not sure whether Ralph, well, yeah, but I'm not asking you this, Eddie. So Hazard, you say no. I do say no to Hazard.
Yeah, I say no,
yeah,
man.
I say no to Hazard.
For me, I
Say
love Hazard. I honestly, he's one of my favorite players of all time. But
Pulisic, no. Pulisic hasn't done what that Brangil guy has done. No. What are you on about?
I don't
Pulisic,
know what people watch, man.
man.
why do people?
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that.
So okay, so how do you say no to Hazard?
Yeah, I love Hazard.
Yeah,
but
no,
for
no
me,
to Hazard, man.
there must be a player like him though. Nowadays, there must be a player that we can get from because he didn't Hazard come from League One where we got him.
Yeah, Lille.
Yeah, so there must be a player coming up from Lille.
Oh no, you see, my thing is okay. So Eddie, you said no to Rafinha from Leeds.
Yeah. I think Rafinha is very similar to what you get from Ziyech. They're very, very similar in how they play and how they pick up the ball. And
but Brazil tax, man. Brazil tax.
Rafinha had experience in the Premier League, and he's popped off since he started in the Premier League. He's popped off.
Yeah,
Ziyech, not so much, man. So
sorry. I think guys in the chat, it wasn't, and apparently it wasn't Aspi. It was
Pulisic. Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, it was Pulisic.
Right.
Yeah. It was Pulisic. Yeah. But I know now it makes sense because obviously like Azpilicueta is a very solid defender, and I don't think like he wouldn't get done at that because Pulisic is not used to defending. Like I was like, bro, I've never seen a defender get. Okay, so now it makes sense. Sorry, guys, now it makes sense.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're looking at someone, there was a guy I saw at the Euros, I think for Belgium, one of the young kids, Doku, yeah. That guy,
the black
I wouldn't mind him at Chelsea, man. So that's a kind of player you get, but then again, he's young. That's
do you,
problem.
So do you think that Hudson-Odoi can potentially be that?
I don't know what's happening with Hudson-Odoi, man. It's for me. I watched him during academy days. Like I watched him when he obviously he's come up, but it hasn't worked out for him, man. It's just I don't know if Tuchel rates him or not. Tuchel always benches him, then starts him, then benches him. Lampard ruined his development. Lampard is the reason why Hudson-Odoi is in this state right now.
Look, this is where I'm at with Hudson-Odoi. He's got 18 months to find end product. If he can't give me end product within the next 18 months, man, that's that. But
they won't sell him, man, because Bayern have come in twice for him, and Chelsea but that's not the one about Chelsea. So you'll allow Salah and De Bruyne to go, but you wouldn't allow Cho to go, even though you hardly play him. Like that, you have to say, okay, if you don't want Bayern to take him, then play him. Embed him into the team.
Yeah,
but the guy will play.
They let Lampard get his hands on him and ruined him, man.
I think, look, you've got to look at some of his performances as well, right? Because yes, he can dribble and stuff, but there's really no end product to it. Like let's be honest here, guys. Like we know what Hudson-Odoi can do, but when he gets in front of goal, sometimes it's like, bruv.
No. He can. I think he can screw up passes,
and exactly. And coaches see that in training. They see that in training and go, yeah, nah, I can't trust this guy because, bro, this is Chelsea. This is not Crystal Palace where you get chances to improve your game and stuff. Bro, we're talking of Champions League levels here. We're talking of winning trophies. If you're not showing stuff in training, then you're not gonna get game time. So he needs to really fix up the end product, and it's not just goal scoring. It's setting up other people as well. Just it's frustrating sometimes, man, watching him play. But yeah, I'm not saying he needs to go, but 18 months and we've got to see something. Otherwise, it might be. Yeah.
Who would you guys sell in the summer?
Werner.
Look,
Yeah, of course, but we don't even
No,
need to
no,
mention his name.
but he wouldn't be sold. But if
What,
the
Werner? Werner's
one
getting
guy I
sold.
would sell
Look.
is Werner.
This is the point I've come to with this attack here. If there's a bid for any of them, except Lukaku, that meets the evaluation, they can go. Like at this point, they cannot go.
Selling any of the young ones, man.
Okay, wait. Let me hear this, and then I'll come to your boy forward, man. Rodrigo Rodriguez says, "Worried versus City. We only have Sarr and Rudy fit.
What?
No right back."
No, that's a lie.
Oh
That's a
my
lie.
God.
That's a lie. Thiago Silva is gonna be back by then. Azpilicueta will probably play
Wait, so what's our
centre
next
back
game?
for that game.
Man City.
Our
No,
next game is in the FA
Chesterfield.
Cup. It's FA Cup
Oh,
against some farmers,
I'm
and then
watching
we've got
that game.
Tottenham next week. So
Yeah,
we've got time, man.
Wait, what's the FA Cup game? Like, who's it again?
Chesterfield, man. Just maybe it's just some road team.
Oh, they can play the academy kids, man.
Yeah, and then watch them lose against Chesterfield. Look forward, man. Talk to me. That game. Basically, we've just sort of been discussing in terms of, because were Chelsea really as good as we think they were, or were Tottenham just completely trash? And the attack still has issues, and there is still a creative issue. And Eddie thinks Mason Mount is a piece of crap. So,
Oh my God! Come on, man.
Look, for me personally, I think Chelsea were allowed to look very, very good today. Like you always put it, is it 50-50? Is it one or the other? For me, I think this was almost, I wouldn't say this was almost 70% Tottenham being absolutely terrible. Like, again, my biggest takeaway from the game was more to do with the parallels between Conte and Tuchel as managers. But again, pertaining just to today's game, yeah, Tottenham made us look very good by just not pressing us at all. And again, somebody like Saul, who we've seen struggle with the intensity of the league, again, when you give him so much time and space, he's going to look like a good footballer, because we were under no pressure today certainly for the first half. So yeah, very easy game, to be honest. Ziyech in that kind of hybrid role, like right wing back. Then obviously we changed a little bit to a 4 at the back system as well. Looked very good. Havertz had a good first half, although came off obviously injured. Alonso, actually, to be fair, looked very, very good today. Although I think that he always looks good against Tottenham for whatever reason. So hopefully he can continue this form.
Wait, very?
I mean, again, we judge players to their standards, right? So everybody today is talking about how amazing Saul was, and I thought he was good for his I thought he was very good for his standard, but just generally he was just okay. And I thought Alonso, for his standard, was very, very good today. Again, it was a brilliant assist for the goal. The anticipation to read where Tanganga was passing the ball, and then a very good weighted pass to Havertz for his goal. And yeah, I thought overall he put in some good crosses today and was just an overall pretty good threat. But again, it's all to be caveated by the fact that Tottenham were terrible. But again, I don't want to focus too much on them on this part of the segment. I just really want to give praise to the team because they played well, scored a couple of goals. Should really have been more to really blow this tie out of sight. But yeah, overall, for a team that struggled with goals recently, to get a very comfortable 2-0 lead, we should have got more. I'm very I would say I'm very content with today's performance.
What do you make of Lukaku's performance? Is it like interview tax, so we can't really read too much into it? Or because basically what me, Eddie, and Ralph have been saying is there still an issue of creativity? Because Ford, I know you love Mount, I know you swear by him and so forth. But Ford, there is a lack of creativity in this team, and there's a lack of the midfielders getting the ball to Lukaku. They are free, they're putting their hands up, the pass is there, but these guys don't have the ability or the vision to find the pass when the pass is there. So what's the problem?
With Lukaku for a start, I thought he worked harder today. I feel like that was clear. Made a lot of runs, pressed quite well from the front. In terms of quality, not the best. One of his less less desirable performances. Let's just say it wasn't great on the eye, but again, it is what it is. I feel like if there wasn't everything to do with the interview, nobody would really pay too much attention to it. But of course, with the interview, not great. Again, also another big game where he's not got himself on the score sheet, which again, that's starting to pile on as the season goes. Because the next game that he will probably play will be again a second leg against Tottenham, and then Man City. So
but before this, is
you
what I
got to
said.
score on these games.
But you see, people are coming crazy. I'm happy with Lukaku coming into stat pad because I think guys like Havertz and so forth, these are big game players. Lukaku is here to lower teams stats pad because these goals can all mount up to that Premier League win. So, because for me, Lukaku's big weakness is he isn't what Drogba was. Drogba was not a guy. But see, Drogba was a guy who was a big game player. Lukaku, I don't think is a big game player. I think Lukaku can give you that 20, 25 G's a season.
I know 100%, and you're right, because ultimately that is what we signed him for. Because our issue last season, for example, was the issue in smaller games that we weren't putting teams to bed, and Lukaku was helped to address that. And some of the games that he's played, obviously, injury and COVID has stopped him from playing more games. But again, when you sign somebody for 100 million, you would like to see more in big games. And if he's going to get the favor back from fans, then ultimately he's going to have to do it in big games, win us trophies. And so far in the Chelsea shirt, he hasn't really delivered in those big games. But again, the jury's still out on that. As for creativity, again, I thought our creativity was better today. Again, Ziyech on that right-hand side created, I think, 6 chances today. I think that even that one in the second half of that amazing ball to Werner, which, of course, Werner 1v1s, he misses. No surprise there. But again, I thought Ziyech was quality.
Wait, relax. But Werner, he smiles a lot and he works hard. So, you know.
Bro, you know what I'm going to say is,
And Werner has never disrespected Chelsea.
He's never disrespected.
He has disrespected Chelsea by playing for Chelsea, man.
No. Wait, Ralph, what are you saying? Werner has never given an interview where he talked about how much he loves Red Bull.
Nope.
So what? Now what?
Oh.
You know, all I say about Werner, is, bro, imagine this guy was from the academy and he was blonde, bro. Oh my goodness. Bro, like the tax that he gets here for looking the way he does and smiling, like it's just mad, bro. It's mad. But again, coming on to an actual academy player in Mason Mount, I thought he was good today. And look, again, maybe I get a bad rap on this channel for. Okay, look, let me explain. Let me land. Again, I get the rap for being like a Mason Mount apologist or like loving him so much. I don't. Like, I like him. Obviously, and I recognize, like you guys, that he gets very preferential treatment in the fan base. But again, maybe because I see his qualities more than you guys do, I get put as this guy who always defends Mason Mount. But again, if we're talking about just today, I thought he was fine. Again, I don't think he was one of our best players today, but again, I thought he had a pretty good game, put himself about, had some nice moments. Also a little bit wasteful at times in the final third, but again, I've come to just understand that that's part of his game. But I thought he was okay.
That's okay. That's where I get at.
I'm going to hold you on tax. I'm going to take this to you. What is Mount's role in this team? What is his role?
He's a number 8.
Every player has a role. What is Mount's role?
He's a creator. He's the one that puts in that.
He's a what?
No, bro. Okay.
No.
He creates, but he's not a world-class creator yet.
Wait, hold on. I'm not saying that. What is he doing? What is he meant to do?
Okay.
Well, yeah, Ralph just explained it. He's meant to be a creator in the team, but also on top of that, he also sets the tempo for our press, keeps very good intensity of our play, doesn't slow down the ball when he gets it, so he always keeps the ball ticking.
His hard work.
I get
his hard work goes under the radar,
at the top.
In my opinion.
The number one priority is you're the attacking midfielder. So Ford, I need 2 things. You're either Lampard, you're scoring a high number of goals, or you're Juan Mata, you are creating, and you're a smart, creative player. Ford, he's not doing any of these things.
I mean, he's doing them to a pretty decent level, I would say. Again, not world class, certainly not. Again, if you look at his statistic, his creative numbers over the last 18 months, they're like on par with the guys like Jack Grealish, below just guys like Bruno Fernandes and Kevin De Bruyne in his position. So he's not doing terribly bad in terms of creating. Yes, it could be a lot better for sure. And again, Ralph brings up the most important point about Mount, which is naturally a number 8. So of course, a lot of things like more creativity, more flair, going past players, more end product. that will come more from guys who are naturally best in that position. Again, I thought why Mount looked better for me today was because he was dropping quite a lot deeper into a more natural position for him. So for me, I thought Mount was all right today. Again, people like to micromanage and micro assess his performances, but I thought he was just okay today. He didn't stand out, but he was just fine.
Right.
We need to remember that he's been playing in the attack for like, how long has Tuchel been here for? A year. So like him playing in the this is the first time in like a year. We need to give him time.
Right.
Even longer than that, because Lampard was playing him on the wing for quite a while. So he's been playing like out of position for a long time. And again, it's not an excuse, but it's just the facts.
Right. My thing is,
I
think a couple of people.
Eddie. K-Dog says, CFC fans told me Mount was supposed to be the white Oscar.
People need to stop acting
they were wrong. Like, and that's okay, but they were wrong. Like, that's just the facts of the matter. They were wrong. He's not. Oscar was clearly a number 10.
Yeah.
Mount is very clearly a number 8, trying to play as a number 10. And also, let's not forget, as much as I liked Oscar, he had 1 or 2 very good seasons. Then he fell off a cliff, and that's why he ended up in China. So like, you can't just pick and choose what moments with great players on. Mount's been quite consistent for us for a number of years now. Well, 2-3 years now. So
Alofdia says Chelsea got lucky. Lukaku had a Eddie, no, wait. I'm gonna Eddie. Sorry, what?
Wait, what?
My thing is, and I think some people were asking this on the chat as well, is why do people just throw Mount as an 8 as a defense for him not being creative? Because from what I've seen, he's a 10. He's supposed to be a 10. And he can't.
No, wait, hold on. Okay. So, an 8. So, now, correct me if I'm wrong. Let's just hash it all out. Let's go football. So, an 8, I believe that's the guy that is right deep in the trenches in midfield. So, that is where your main thing is possession, setting the tone. So it's similar to what Toni Kroos does, what Verratti does, and what Javi used to do. Am I right or am I wrong?
That's right.
No, I would describe that more as a number 6, to be honest. I would describe an 8 more like, let's say, the Iniesta role or Lampard in the team. So more box to box. Yeah, but again, more like a Lampard or Iniesta, like more attacking midfield. Again, by the way, for everybody listening, I'm not comparing him to these level of players. I'm just saying, in terms of his position on the pitch, you're more box to box, but more attacking. And again, for me, normally an 8, like in a 3-man midfield, you have 2 8s and a 6 that is sitting behind the 2 8s, and that's where Mount would be best.
Okay, see, now people in the chats are saying, well, some in the chats are saying Goretzka. Mountains.
I think Goretzka's a bit more defensive,
he's a bit more defensive. He's more like a 6, 8 type of player.
Goretzka's more like a Conte type of 8, where Conte can also play 8, but he's more of a ball-winning 8, whereas Mount's more of like a progressing to the final third type of 8. Because again, you get different types of 8s, different types of 6s, different even types of 10s. Like, so it's all about your perspective on the game.
You see, I'm just trying to figure out what is this guy like? What is he like? What is he? Because I don't know what this guy is. Because see, for me, forward trying hard and being English doesn't cut it for me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Being English, and I need to know what expertise do you bring. We know what Thiago Silva's expertise brings. When Chilwell is fully fit, we know the expertise that he brings both defensively and going forward. We know what Rhys James brings, especially his crossing and going forward. My God, good, like Mount. If Mount doesn't score in a game, what expertise does he bring?
Don't say that, HH. Come on, HH. But we see what he offers to the game, bro. And it's more than just pressing, bro. It's more than just pressing, bro. Come on. Like, the thing is, I don't like how we almost label Mason Mount as like this boring, bang average, very basic English footballer. Like, he's more than that. Like, when he does these Cruyff turns on the first touch to spin away from defenders, and we pretend like that doesn't happen. Like, bro, he has flair. He has some flair to his game. He's not like a naturally flary kind of player, but he's got ability. Again, when he scored in 5 games in a row during the month of December, and so the early parts of December and also November, then people were forgetting that he was also scoring goals at that period of time. So like, he does contribute goals, assists, he's good on set pieces, like he's very direct. So again, I don't know why people are acting like he doesn't offer anything to the team outside of when he does score goals.
Wait,
I don't agree with that.
For the honest question, right now, based
Oh,
off form,
God.
who is better, Smith Rowe or Mount?
Mount.
Mason
Mount.
Mount, clearly.
Based-
Amos
based
Mofro is
on
doing very well coming off the bench and scoring goals, and his numbers are great. But in terms of overall play, Mount clearly is better than ESR, 100%.
Well, do you guys not agree?
Look, no. Look,
You man are haters, bro. You know what it is, yeah. Hey, let me just. I'll let you go, but I've got something to say, but I've got something to get off my chest.
Fanboy or
No.
anything.
I
as
didn't
an
say
overall
I'm
player,
too
as
harsh.
based
now,
off of recent form and what you're bringing to the team.
But HH, if you're looking
no,
at it,
goodness,
Mount is better.
are going like things are looking good for them because they've been terrible for years, man. This is why people are saying, "Oh, Mount, no, ESR is better than Mount now." But Mount's been in a team that's won the Champions League. He's been going up a level each month. He's
No.
me.
No, Ralph, don't bring the Champions. I said based off of bro. If you say that's Champions League run, bro, Mount is clear. He's easily clear based off of recent form. Because my thing is, I'm throwing all of them under the bus. Pulisic, Havertz, Mount, even Hudson-Odoi. I'm throwing all of these guys have been trash. They've been garbage. Like, I'm sorry. All these guys playing inside that attack midfield goal, I'm sorry, these guys have been very underwhelming. Ziyech will have a really good. Obviously, Ziyech has slowly been getting back, but still, I want more from Ziyech. So my thing is, I'm sorry, all these guys that are supposed to be supporting the striker,
I don't want to pick this excuse all the time, but those 4 players you've just named are still young, man. We need to give them time. I don't want to use that as an excuse.
What? Wait, what?
Those 4 players that you mentioned, what's in it? Cho, Havertz, Mount, and who is the other person?
Pulisic.
Yeah. We need to. Yeah.
Oh, wait. So
just
Ralph,
because
but Ralph, Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe, aren't they young as well for us?
They've had a good 3 months, and we'll put them on the level of these guys who won a Champions League. Are we really doing this? Are we really doing this?
Wait, relax. I didn't say that. There's one thing in terms of your legacy and recent form. Overall, bro, of course these guys are better based off what they did on the Champions League, which will always put them at a high level. But let's talk about what have you done for me lately. Havertz last season, bro, that guy was money, especially during that run.
Yeah.
Havertz this season has not been good. He's not been good. Mount has been up and down. Pulisic has been brainless.
Look, when you say that they've been quite trash, I agree that, but then there's varying degrees of trash. Like, you can't compare Havertz this season trash to Mason Mount. Again, I'm not saying Mason Mount's been incredible, but he's had a very good moments, including that month in November where he scored in 5 straight games. And also he's had very bad moments, like the start of the season, he was very poor. There was a clear Euros hangover. But again, like Ralph said, these guys are all young. They're going to fluctuate in terms of their consistency, which is why we're not on a level of Man City or Liverpool in the attack. That's very clear. Obviously, we need to improve. That's 100% clear.
In a couple of weeks, all of Arsenal's young players will dip in form. It always happens to young players.
No, Ralph.
100%.
You see, Ralph, of course, the people, Arsenal are not making top 4. And I even said this to Arsenal fans, that if you have no senior players, like a Kante, like a Kovacic to supplement those guys, you will fail. So Arsenal can't be carried by those young guys. So eventually they'll run out, and that's why they can't make top 4. But I'm not saying that, for now, it won't last. It definitely won't last because they will eventually go out of form because they're too young. But for now, we've got to just give them credit where credit is due. And for now, bro, I look at Smith, I'm like, this guy's a player. Like, I'm watching him play, and I'm like, no, this guy, I can see exactly what he's giving him. Mount is like, he'll do this, then he'll do this, he'll do.
Those Arsenal players, those Arsenal youngsters, they're all playing with no pressure, though. Like, who actually expects Arsenal to get top 4? All these players that we've got, they've got so much pressure on them. They bought Lukaku, 100 million. They have to provide for him. This is a lot of pressure for them, in my opinion.
Bro, Mount's had the season with no pressure as well, man. Let's not forget that. Let's not do this, man. Come on. Yeah.
We can't keep doing this against our players, man. We need to support them.
No.
Apart from Werner.
Deepest Rock City, who's a Bayern fan. I feel bad for hostage FC fans watching trash football. Bro, the football was not that trash, man. Okay, look, that football was a big improvement on the garbage trash I've been subjected to in the last few weeks, man. So come on, man. Jose Mourinho says, the Nigerian national team wanted me as a new manager. I think I'm too good for that trash. So I recommended some guy I found at the road. Sorry.
Oh,
Jose
God, don't
Mourinho,
get me started on that, man.
bro. I mean, okay. I say don't. As I said, thank you. Don't get me started on that trash. That's awesome.
Did you guys see the Ghana score today? The friendly.
Oh, why what?
Bro, they lost
They
3-0,
got
man.
pin slapped by Algeria.
The coach of Ghana put Partey up front.
They played Partey up front.
Yeah, they put Partey up front.
I don't know what they got lubricated.
Yeah, by Algeria.
Oh, wait, Wingubani says this is scary. Alonso might be better than
Bro,
Mount.
we need to
Relax.
stop.
You see,
Relax, man.
Umbani, and also guys, Umbani is the guy who says that Pulisic is world class. By the way, this guy says Pulisic is world class. So
Okay, makes
just
sense.
keep that in mind.
Sense.
That this guy believes Pulisic is world class. Jose Mario dos Santos Mourinho says, Mr. HH, change the dot to reach a final with Spurs. Look, I said again, if Conte wins a trophy with Spurs, that is a dot. But the way it's looking,
He's not winning nothing with Tottenham.
That second leg will not be easy for Chelsea.
Oh no! Like Spurs, they have to react. Like it's going to be like, so, as I said, it's only halftime. It's only halftime. Your boy Anet Yaran. Okay, I'm not going to say that name. I'm not going to say that name because I know that. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I would.
You're learning, HH. You're learning.
As I told you, you guys think I'm that. Like I'm old. I'm not ancient. I may be a bit old. I'm not freaking ancient. You losers, man. Where's Zad? His expertise in eating is unrivaled. I think he had an assist.
Oh, they need to stop getting on Zad's back.
No, bro,
Let him enjoy his food.
He had an assist, bro. JKA550, man. Thank you for the dub, man. Thank you for the donation, man. HH, my problem with today's performance is Marina will think that the current squad is good enough and she won't invest. We still need a left wing back. Now,
man, she knows we need one.
Be fair here. Marina is a trash executive. She's a great business woman. She has zero football acumen. All she knows are checks and balances and just trying to keep Chelsea in a profit. Like Emmanuel was a football guy who could make football decisions. Like what's it called? Marotta, the sporting director for Inter Milan, that's a football guy. She has zero football knowledge. Zero. So someone needs to grab her and say, lady, Chelsea need players. Forget about keeping things in the green. Chelsea NEED players.
Hold on, HH. Hey, that's what I was gonna say. Why are people getting up Marina when Czech went there for that very reason? For him to be the intermediary between the coaches and the board.
Been doing then?
Exactly. Like, what is he doing? So people are getting up Marina. Well, if Czech's not going there saying, "Yo, get us these players," then what is she gonna do? So, I mean,
so that's a fair point. All I will say with Czech, I mean, his role is also that as well. Like again, when we criticize Marina, we're criticizing the entire board. So again, Czech comes under that as well. But having watched Misonda's recent podcast talking about his time at Chelsea and the fact that he's going to be leaving at this end of the season, like he mentioned that Czech's role mainly is like dealing with players, or like one of his main roles, I should say, is dealing with players that are coming in and out of the club. So like the integration process, and then telling guys when their time is up, how they're going to be leaving the club, and when we're going to move them into the loan army or into going signing for different clubs. So again, I think Czech's got quite a few roles, but I don't know if this is necessarily talent ID for who should be coming in. I feel it's more the integration process once they come through the doors.
To be honest with him, he did bring us Mendy. I'll always be grateful for that.
Yeah, 100%. So he will give recommendations, but I don't think he's head of like scouting this person or that guy should come in and then tell Marino. No. That's the person that Tuchel needs.
Who is in charge? Who is in charge of football acquisition and acquiring players? Who is where does the box stop?
The head scout. What's his name? Do you guys know?
Lolichon.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Lolichon or Brisbach? Who's I don't know the people up.
Brisbach's chairman. Obviously, Marino has the final say so on most of these things, but. Yeah. Again, Lolichon is one of the head advisors for signing players, and obviously that's the guy who said Saul was ready for the Prem. Also, I believe he's the one who bought Kepa.
He's ready for
So-
the Prem.
Yep, he also brought Kepa in on Rainer's recommendation. So again, yeah, bro. Like, so we got some duds in there for sure, man.
Yeah,
We got
no,
some
I mean,
duds
no,
up in that board.
Whoever remember forward. Remember when we did that thing when he came to studio, we did that thing, and I told you, I said, why is Chelsea getting Saul? This guy's been washed for like years. He's been washed
And
for
you know,
years.
I know. And the worst thing about it is people are messaging me now today saying that, oh, you were right about Saul. Look how good he looked today. I'm like, bro, like he played against zero press today. Like I could have played in that midfield, bro. Any of us today could have played in that midfield, and it's calm. They're dead.
He
Like
played against zero press.
today was not a hard
Had
game.
one shot. What did he even do that was special to today?
Nothing. He didn't do anything that was special. Like I don't get what certain fans see when they watch the game, but you can't look at today and feel like, oh, Saul did anything that was really impressive. He just passed it where he was looking. Like I know, man.
That's why I said
he just did the basics there. And you know what? Fair play for doing the basics because it's better than what he's been doing. But it's not a performance to load him up on and say that, oh, now he's ready for the Premier League. He's proven that he was worth signing. No, he's not. He's not gotten close to proving anything yet at Chelsea.
Exactly. That's why I said don't be reactionary. There's too many reactionary comments today on Saul, and I'm going, bruv, chill. It's Oliver Skip and Hoiberg. Come on, man.
Oliver Skip.
Oliver Skip, lad.
Ice Freezy says Fatsad needs fasting in Ramadan, 30 days full, #LL. You know what I find odd is like how people can be so obsessed with. It must be jealousy, because how can you be obsessed with a player? If a player is so useless and crap, why are you so obsessed with trying to abuse him and also?
HH, look at the recent tweet I sent you about Lucas Digne.
Oh, why? Where did he send it? Oh, okay. So guys, wait, hold up. So Newcastle have made. Okay, let me share this.
Oh
this
God,
screen.
no.
Look, bro, Newcastle, these guys are coming. Wait, do you really think that Newcastle will not go crazy in this window, man? So Newcastle have made a £22.5 million bid for Luka Digne, with Sean Longstaff offered to Everton as part of the deal. However, left back Luka Digne has indicated he would prefer a move elsewhere, with London, Dio, Chelsea, and West Ham interested. Bro,
see, the problem that we have here is we only want Digne on a loan because we don't want to commit to a player that's we're not really too sure about. Whereas Newcastle, they wanted to take the risk because they're in a relegation battle, and I think Digne's preference is certainly to come to us, but Everton want to get him off the books ASAP, so we could be in trouble there, Yeah, I think Newcastle might allow us
to take him on a loan, man.
Okay, look. So guys, overall, do Chelsea make the final, or we need to wait for that second leg, or are you confident that Chelsea?
No comment. We're losing.
It's over. It's over. Chelsea are in the final.
Actually,
I don't want
any overconfidence from you, please. So,
I mean, I'm already looking for tickets for the final, but
okay,
is that too overconfident, or is that too much? Wait, can I just ask quickly before we wrap up? Did we talk about Conte at all? Like, obviously his return and whatnot. Like, was there any discourse on Conte?
I mean, look. Because I'm trying.
I wonder if Chelsea fans actually hate Conte.
A lot of them love him,
No,
a lot of them actually love him.
Because I don't hear any bees for him.
Severance package is. I still take issue with severance package, bro. With him tanking the season for severance package. But for me, it's funny. I don't think there was that much. Do you know what it was? Lukaku. The Lukaku thing was such a big story. I think that's overshadowed. Think about it. The big thing was how will people respond to Lukaku? How will he play? That overshadowed Conte returning back.
It did. So, it definitely did.
Yeah, that was what everybody was talking like. Okay, how did Lukaku play? Lukaku, like that just took over. Oh yeah, Conte's actually this is his first time back at Chelsea and so forth. So that's just took over. So the Conte narrative wasn't even discussed because that's what I said. That's why I started out that Tottenham were like, it doesn't make sense because they were actually on form. Like, why were this like they were? How you had one shot for 90 minutes and that one shot came from a free kick. It's just like that's just weird.
can I go in on Conte because I have some sharp takes on this. I can't lie.
Before round of go for it.
So with Conte, right? Obviously, done a very good job at Chelsea in this first year. Got to a final in the FA Cup, which we lost, but of course won the league without Europe. But again, he won the league, so obviously credit for that as well. Obviously, then also won the FA Cup in his second season. But again, we can't get away from the fact of the whole severance package issue and how we down tools and everything in that second season. Obviously, buying players like Morata, Bakayoko, not a good look either, but whatever. My thing is, obviously, today really showed me why I value having Tuchel as manager so much more to Conte. Because if you look at Conte's system today again, like so passive, so defensive, and it was really clear that they feared us from the beginning of the game. Like again, which is why for me, this was more about how bad Tottenham were and how they just allowed us to play and do what we wanted to do. Again, we have a makeshift back five. Ziyech is playing right wing back, but they never put any pressure onto us. And we were able to even push Ziyech into an attacking position in the second half because we didn't feel really what they were doing. So for me, also listening to his pre-match interview, and obviously there was obviously talk about, oh, you're coming back to Chelsea. What's the mood around that? Blah blah blah, and obviously all the usual PR that we see in the media. But then, like, he was asked at the end, what do you think the gap is between Tottenham and Chelsea? And, obviously Conte's mannerisms, he kind of emphasized that it's quite big. And he was talking about how we have to see how big it is when we get onto the pitch. And, I mean, that's very defeatist behavior to be talking about before a game. And it looked like to me, having watched that performance from Tottenham, that that's almost the message that he was getting through to these Tottenham players. And that's why they seem so fearful in that first half. And it's such a great parallel.
Maybe just mind games, though.
Perhaps mind games, but then seeing how they performed, I mean, they were so pathetic, but they were lethargic. They didn't try to come at us. They seemed scared of us. And given our recent form, they were not really a team to be feared that much. Again, yes, we were very impressive against Liverpool, but I feel like Tottenham, given their form, they could have gone at us a bit more. And again, the parallel that I'll make to Tuchel is that when we played Man City last season, who obviously were Premier League champions, Tuchel always was quite clear in the point that, there is a gap certainly between us and Man City in the league numerically, that you couldn't get away from that. But he was always very clear in his message that we can close the gap over 90 minutes. And that's what we did in the 3 games that we played them last season. We were always very competitive in those games. And certainly in the Champions League final, we deserved to win. But with Conte, his message before the game was almost, these lot are better than us. And we have to see how close we can get to them on the pitch. But I feel like that's such a backwards method to almost coach your team. And where I want to land is that suffer ball is not the way in 2022. That style of play is very limited. And again, we'll see who Conte can get in January and in the summer. But I'm so glad that he's not a manager anymore, that the board didn't back him. Again, at the time, we wanted him to be backed with guys like Van Dijk or Lukaku at the time, of course. But I'm glad he's not a manager anymore because Tuchel was so much more forward-thinking, so much more progressive in his style, able again to tweak it like he did today. And yeah, I'm glad that we have him as a manager. And Conte, thank you for your Premier League title, but you're a washed manager, in my opinion. He's not at that top level.
He sounds like that because it's Tottenham. Like, they don't win anything, so it's not really.
You're right, but then my only quick rebuttal to that would be, why did you join Tottenham when you could have maybe joined Man United who have more ambition or another big team? Like, why Tottenham?
Dodd.
There's nothing about Dodd, man. His boy was at Tottenham as director of football, and man just wanted to get his money.
Exactly.
Here, man.
Bro, this guy only cares about his money.
That's damn well. Wait, damn well you're not winning the league.
That he recognized that, this is bro. It's like when I play football manager, I want to pick a crap team and say, I can stop this team from a relegation, and in a few years I can actually win a trophy with these guys because it's so difficult. So it tests me as a manager if I can take a team that has no history of winning trophies but make them win a trophy. So I think Conte, yes, of course, the money was one thing, but it was also that, bro, I believe that I can come. Like, Inter hadn't won anything for ages before he got there. 2 years, I give you a trophy. So he believes that, man, this is difficult, but I believe that my managerial skills, which is that I can achieve a lot in a short period of time, I believe that my managerial skills, I can say what's up and actually win something with these dudes. Like, for me, it's that I believe that he sees this as a challenge. He sees this as a challenge.
If he really believes he can come here and win something, I don't know how smart he is then. Because going to Italy and doing it is one thing, but coming to Tottenham in the league with Man City and Liverpool and Chelsea on the come up. Oh God! Well,
we wait and see. Okay, let me
see how it works out for him.
Your boy Alpha says that will soon rise. Okay, you see, I mean that will soon rise to the top of the food chain. You know what? Like if there's anybody that deserves a break in life, it's Eden Hazard, man. Guys, look, man. Peace out. We'll be back here. So obviously, I think Arsenal and Liverpool was postponed.
Yes,
So Liverpool can postpone that game, but they'll still play their FA Cup game. Make it.
I
make
think
sense.
I think that's
Premier
because,
League bias.
I think it's because the test that they had positive before should be back for the FA
Should
Cup
be.
game.
Okay.
So
Okay. Because my thing is like I thought the rule is if you have a certain number of players fit, you should be able to.
it's
Yeah.
different rules for
How is it
everyone,
that
man.
Chelsea can't get games postponed, but every other team
it's-
can?
Bro, it's mad.
You see, if we really go deep on this, bro, there's a lot of double standards happening because
Yeah.
there should be a clear rule of like if you have X players fit, you play. If you don't have X players fit, you don't play.
The problem I have with them is that they haven't made the rule clear
No,
to anyone. We don't actually know what the rule is.
This thing, it should already be set. It should already be set even before COVID that if you have X number of these are the minimum number of players that you can have in order to play a match.
11,
So you shouldn't
done.
have to lodge in a thing of lodging a thing of like we can't play. No. Show us your medical report, show us everything, and let's see how many of your players. So let's say it's 15. If you've got 15, boom. If you've got 13, okay. So, but the fact that it's not clear, which is what there are a lot of double standards happening. There are a lot of double standards happening, man. Because Chelsea have a case of like being able to say what's up, guys. Look, man, we'll be back here tomorrow for transfer news. We'll do a transfer news roundup here and latest news and everything happening. So I'll see you back here tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. for transfer news roundup. Peace out. Stay true, Chelsea. Werner, you're a piece of garbage trash, man. Peace out.